Well, that was interesting. Warwick Hospital. Watched a few doctors all tremble around. Information governments is what I've got to do now. Don't even know what that is, never heard of that, if anyone else has heard of that. That's to get the medical records from Warwick Hospital itself. Because even though there's medical records what are actually missing, I've got to try and find them somehow. So, showing the pictures to a few people at Warwick Hospital, a few doctors and that. They're a little bit shocked. They can't believe that no CP medical was done. They were shocked that 14 CP medicals were refused. I know I might repeat myself a lot in a lot of my videos, but I don't know what else to do to sort of keep myself going. Obviously, everything I do is a risk. Obviously, I could end up in jail, but it's just one of them things, isn't it? I don't really give two fucking shits anymore. So, today I'm going to get this sorted with the solicitors and whatnot, and then I'm going to be exposing the social workers. Social workers what allow child abuse to happen and think it's okay to cover the fucker up. The first one, we've got a manager called Mia Turner as well. Mia Turner with a social worker called Natalie Johnson. Natalie Johnson was a black social worker. Obviously, I don't know if her fucking mum's white or what, or dad's black, but obviously sometimes they can follow a ritual. So we don't know if she had what sort of involvement she had, but she doesn't no longer work for social services. Well, she might do, but I can't find her. But I'm pretty much sure every time I will find where you are. Because if you think it's okay to stand there and look me in the eye and not give two fucks about my children being abused, and fuck you, you don't deserve to even fucking live anymore. So, I'm going to literally put on Facebook each and every individual that was involved in this child abuse case and expose them. Hopefully when I've got enough people to help me out, it will go more live. I'm going to the newspapers, all the newspapers today, to find out how I can, so I do know when you're in court you only can say certain things, so I might not be able to be in the newspapers just yet, but I will somehow get in the newspapers. I was in the newspapers for a £400 fucking dog shit fine, weren't I? That was in Riversley Park in Nuneaton. Decided to put a load of brand new dog bins in what I fucking paid for, just over a fucking dog shit. Absolute fucking joke. Obviously, I'm quite sure the government will be watching this, because obviously you seem to watch me a lot on the camera you shove outside my fucking house. That's coming down soon as well, because I'll fucking rip the bastard thing off and shove it up your fucking house and you put that outside my house. Have you ever heard of anything so pathetic? It's an RDC, remote desktop computer, and then it's got PNC, police and national computer. But the police are actually investigating their own camera. They investigate their own shit, as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, it has to be put out there. There's so much child abuse around you. I will try later if I've got time to actually put videos up of obviously Disney films and things like that, what explore child abuse. So, because I'm not waiting 20 or 30 years to find out that my daughters can't have kids because they've got the Hep B virus covered up by the fucking social. Also, you've got a statement. Statement's got into court. It's a police disclosure, apparently so. Now, people what know me and people what are on my Facebook know that I've got 4 different names. I can just disappear off the face of the earth. Now, I've got 4 names, but Josh Pountney name doesn't really get used anymore, never has done. So, really, there's some information was leaked out from the police at the Nuneaton police station, and it's gone to social, and it's getting used in court. Now, as far as I'm concerned, when I go to court in the next month or 2, you've got all the professionals, so you can have solicitors, barristers, the lot, and it's all lies. Well, I'm not going to lie on the oath, because you shouldn't lie on the oath anyway. Now, this police disclosure, apparently I was fighting outside my house, apparently, and because I couldn't have the carpet cleaner, apparently I kicked off and some other bloke was limping or something. But when you ring up the police and actually get your crime reference number, that didn't happen at all. They came out for me on welfare because I had a full mental fucking breakdown as normal. So, that's a lie. But you'd think social services would know everything else, but they don't know anything else. Where's the rest of the police information? There ain't none, is there? So, we'll find out in the end. At the end of the day, everyone needs to be exposed, and everyone needs to remember as well, when child abuse happens and that, if everyone all just sits there all quiet and doesn't do nothing, then it's going to keep happening, isn't it? Children will still die. There's parents out there well, haven't got their fucking children anymore because they've died through child abuse. And you have things what are called unlawful adoptions. It's wrong. You got the two-faced arseholes out there what have got their kids. You got the smackheads what's got their kids. You've got the drunks what have their kids. You've got people what have their kids what abuse their children as well. The shit parents. These really bad parents. I spot it on a daily basis. I could walk through town centre and notice a shit parent any day. It's really not hard. You hear people shout kids, you see people slap their kids' bums. It shouldn't be done as a way of dealing with things, isn't it? You can't deal with it by slapping your kid's ass. You can't drag your kid round the corner. It's inappropriate. But we all just do it. And it's only the weak ones that seem to lose their kids for unlawful adoption. No, so any time anybody gets social service involved, they only care about their own kids. But they might want to buy a new car. So they want to buy a new car. So their target would be, let's take 6 children. 6 children go into foster system, that's £6,000 what the social services will get. They even get more bonuses when they get adopted. But when you go higher up, you go to the parliament, there's deals what's made behind the scenes. You don't see it on TV. Depends how far you want to go. Access the dark internet and Google what you want to Google. Just put in whatever you want. You will see the truth. Somehow I'm trying to get hold of Tommy Robinson at the minute to see if I can get a little bit of help off him. So I'm waiting for an email back as well off him. Well, off his secretary, wherever that is. But in reality, my life's changed. Everywhere I look, there's always some kind of child abuse or a child's dead, but we don't actually see it on national TV. You have to go deeper into it to actually find out the truth. I've watched some real awful videos what's happened in the UK and Warwickshire as well. Obviously of police. One video what I watched, 9 police officers went into a house. They actually battered the poor father. They battered the poor father and obviously they took the child unlawfully. It's sickening what actually goes on in this world. This is supposed to be United Kingdom, we're not supposed to be as bad. But shit happens, doesn't it? I've got to move doctors. I've got to go to hospital to do my brain tumour at some point. But I've got to go to a whole different... Warwick Hospital just told me to go to a different hospital completely, well out the area. So I might say, go somewhere else. But there's a little white lie. Apparently I've cancelled all my appointments, apparently so. That's a strange one. I won't cancel my appointments when I'm going blind in my right fucking eye. I wouldn't, would I? I actually want to see someone. I don't want to tune into the grave because I don't want to fucking die. But whoever's got a brain tumour, obviously just left to die, ain't you? So we'll just keep going on and keep fighting as I normally do. But I'll always say, and I'll say it again, if I've got 6 months to live, and I know I've got 6 months to live and I'm going to die, I will fucking take every cunt down with me. Because what is that? I ain't going to go to jail, I'm going to be dead in the ground. But I would die happy myself. Maybe I've gone a little bit crazy. Maybe I've lost the plot. But to be honest with you, I think any fucking parent would. What literally have actually witnessed and had front row seats of their children being fully abused. The marks and everything. If I lost my phone and someone picked that up and seen images what's on my phone of my own daughters, my God, the police would mostly come and nick me, but lucky enough they don't because it's my own children. Obviously a lot of the images I can't expose because obviously it's my daughter's private parts, things like that, which won't expose that online. But I have to fucking see it every day. I have to keep it on my fucking phone. I'm also looking, if anybody knows, I'm after a pig. Pig eat flesh, don't they? I'm pretty much sure a few pigs will eat a few paedophiles' cocks. So, in the end, the truth will come out in the end. I'm not doing anything wrong. I might bend the rules a little bit, but everyone else has bent the rules. Everyone else can do whatever they want, think, say what they want, write what they want, lie on the oath. Well, so can I then. I struggle daily to even get through the day. Even being at Warwick Hospital, just then. That's the day I thought I was going to lose my daughter, she was going to die. I am doing this on my own as well. Because obviously people don't want to believe it, do they? It's because everyone's too scared to say something. Or someone, all they cares about their family. Obviously the coronavirus was a load of bullshit. All that is just a fucking, what? A name for everyone to be a cunt. No one gives two fucks anymore. If we was all going to die at some point, everyone would be cannibals, won't they? We'll just go out and do whatever we fucking want. Obviously a different way of living down here, I suppose. I have to respect Birmingham in its own kind of way, because I know that different cultures was English, but they don't have to look after each other up there, and they ain't no fucking pigs either. And I'm quite sure if I was still living in Birmingham, and I'm quite sure if this happened in Birmingham, I'm quite sure the foster carers wouldn't be alive right now. Birmingham do things in their own ways, don't they? But we'll get there in the end. Obviously I have to leave my mark everywhere, don't I suppose? Quite frankly, I'm fucking sick and tired of all this bullshit. I've never had such a shit year in my whole entire life, and I'm still carrying on to this year. But I feel more for the children. I can't explain the emotions of what it actually feels like to actually go through it. But it breaks your fucking heart, and it really does make you struggle. You don't want to live anymore. You feel like you failed. You don't feel like a father. But what I do know is you can run, but you can't hide. I will find you, and I will make sure you will be exposed. All of you. That includes Mia Turner and Natalie Johnson and the people at Warwick Hospital. And everyone else who's had an inkling on this to cover this up to protect your own fucking back. Everyone can be bent. I can be bent just like you lot.